What's up guys? God's Elite back with another video. In this video we're going to be doing part 3 of our 4-part Crota's Inn tutorial raid series deal, or whatever you want to call it. In this video we're going to be looking at how to beat Ear-Ute the Deathsinger. But real quick before we get to Ear-Ute the Deathsinger, I'm also going to show you how to get past the little bitty Shrieker wall puzzle right after the bridge encounter. It's not really that big of a deal, but I just want to go over it real quick to make sure everything is understood about how it works. Real quick before we get into it, I want to shout out Diet Cola for helping me out. He's another YouTuber, also does great Destiny content. I'm going to have his YouTube and his Twitter linked in the description below. Go check him out, follow him on Twitter so you can keep up with his life and everything else that he's doing. He live streams and does a lot more than I do, so you can get your Destiny feel if you need it. With that being said, let's get into the raid. Before you can get to Ear-Ute the Deathsinger, after you finish the bridge, you do have to go through a little corridor before you can drop down and start that part with the Deathsinger. And basically this part entails that you have to kill a Shrieker, and it will drop the first wall, keeping you from getting through. Now there will be ads constantly spawning, so make sure your team is helping to deal with them. Once you kill all the ads, you'll make your way through. There will be a second Shrieker. You will kill that Shrieker and it will lower the final door to allow you to descend into Crota's lair. Now, going through here may seem pretty simple, but at a current light level, it will be much harder because the ads will be doing a lot of damage to you. And when you kill the Shriekers, the little bitty void bombs that come out of them will do a lot more damage than they do currently. So you're going to want to make sure you have some bubbles up. Some ways to go invisible, keep your teammates safe. Once you get through there, you'll drop down through the hole and we'll start the second to last part of this raid. Once you drop down and enter the final room of this raid, you will have to face Ear-Ute the Deathsinger. Now, where you drop down, as you look out through there and you run out into the main area, above you is where Ear-Ute the Deathsinger is. So you have to run out and go onto the plate kind of where Crota will spawn later and turn around, and that is how we will look at this place. The best way to go about this is to split up in teams of 3, 3 on the left, 3 on the right. And basically what you have to do is run in both sides and get a wizard to come out on both sides. Kill the wizard as quickly as possible. And the best way to handle this, especially at a current light level, is to stand out at the guard towers when you first come out in the room. They're elevated platforms with a few little ways you can look out. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see them during the gameplay. I will put a little sign that shows you where they are if I have gameplay of it. The best place is to stand up there and to snipe all the enemies, but you have to be aware that while she's singing her song, you only have about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to deal with her. I think it may be a little less than that, but it's around about that much time. So once you kill both the wizards, the 2 Shriekers that are inside the doorways to the very middle room will activate. Kill those Shriekers as quickly as possible. Doing so will open both sides of the door up to face Ear-Ute the Deathsinger. Now the best way to handle her is to then have everyone come to the left side looking at the room with the Deathsinger in it. Once you all get over to the left side, there's severely less amounts of ads to deal with than the right side, and you can all power through and take her down. Once she's singing her song, she may move about in that little circular room, but she will not leave the room. So you can just keep pounding her with rockets and machine guns and snipers and whatever else supers that you can think of to use. Once you've killed her, it will start the final part of the raid, but it's best to kill all the ads and receive your rewards before you bring Crota up, because you will still have to deal with those ads. They will not despawn. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this little video. It's really not that difficult and it doesn't take that long. I just hope you guys understand that when we play it right now, it's much easier than it would be if it were at current light level. Basically, once you kill Ear-Ute, which is pretty much half the battle, the rest of it pretty much is just killing the yellow bar knights and waiting for your loot to drop. Because you want the loot to, usually what we used to do is you'd want the loot to drop, and then you would all jump off the edge and die, and it would reset you back in the main room where Ear-Ute was, and you would start the Crota encounter. So that might still not be a bad idea. What we did was we just killed the ads, waited till we got our loot, and then we just went in the room and waited. and then activated Crota. So you can do it either way you want to, but I just wanted to clarify that at the end. If there's anything that doesn't make sense, let me know in the comments and I'll clarify it for you. I know it's a little different trying to explain it how you should do it when it's a lot harder versus whenever we're playing it and it's really easy and you just run through it very fast. But I hope it made a lot of sense. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. It really helps the video out. Comment below, let me know, are you enjoying the raid tutorials? Would you like to see anything else? Also, go subscribe to Diet Cola for the Win. Got it in the description. Follow him on Twitter. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more Destiny content, as well as news about Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 coming up this year. I'll keep you informed with all the latest information. With that being said, guys, follow me on Twitter at IamGodsElite, and I will see you guys in the next video.